He's not one of the fastest players, but he's able to be really deceptive with his movement. So we're gonna start off here with our quarter turn. So every time I want 2 pounds, 1, 2. After that second pound, I'm ripping my elbow back, and then I'm taking the next dribble right here. So we're simply going 1, 2, corner turn, and then having my 2 dribbles. We'll get about 10 reps with our right hand and 10 reps with our left. We're going here. 2. So notice I'm pivoting right off that foot here. And it's gonna be the same thing on that left side. Once I'm here, 2 pounds, that elbow rips back, boom, I get right into that corner turn, focusing on my footwork and also focusing on my pace. Once you start to understand your quarter turn, now it's gonna be about that first step. Once I can stun or freeze my defender, step 2 is gonna be 1, 2. I go back here to that corner turn, and now that right foot almost comes to that lunge motion. So now we're going 1, 2, corner, and then now I wanna be able to imagine I'm pushing off this foot and I wanna get by that defender. So we're going here. Once again, we're going 10 reps as well. 1, 2, corner, boom. Set back. Feel yourself pushing off that left foot. Being able to try to be explosive. Once I freeze my defender and then explode by. Same thing with my left. Quarter, and then working on being able to explode past that defender. Once we understand our quarter turns and just that first step explosion, I now want to go between the legs. So we're going to work both sides out of this stance, but I also want to be able to split my feet to have it replace. So I'm going here, 1, 2, I'm going to a corner, and then I'll explode. Now out of this stance, I want to keep my space. I'll simply split and then replace. And once I take that pound, I'll go right back into that 2 rhythm dribbling. So I'm going 1, 2, quarter, explode through, 1, 2, quarter, explode through, 1, 2, quarter, explode, and through. So now we're still working on our handle, but we're understanding the movement as well. When I get into that corner turn, pop, explode, quick through, and replace. Once you understand the footwork, give me about 16 to 20 reps once you really understand the footwork and understand the foot replacement out of that. We want to take our ball handling to get some movement. So whether you have a lot of space or you have minimal space, the reps here are going to change depending on how much space you have. All right, so now we're actually thinking I have a defender on my hip. So I'll take my 2 dribbles, and once I get that second dribble, I'm going right to that corner turn. My frame opens up, that ball is dribbled right between both feet, and then I'll get right back to my rhythm. For you guys, I'll get a couple reps, and I'll go behind the back right after it, go about half speed. So as I go, 1, 2, get my corner turn. Make sure I'm getting the same reps with my left hand. Also notice, it's gonna be really important also with my head movement here. So that chin almost gets to shoulder, and I'm almost looking back as well. So when I start to drive, I glance, and then I'm able to explode here out of that movement. Once you get 2 to 3, be able to change hands and also work on the footwork as well. Defender might pick you up full court. They're not always trying to steal the ball from you. They're just trying to get you tired. One way to get that advantage, as I'm going up that court, he's on my hip. I have that pause. He thinks I'm going to exchange. And then now I'm able to have that first step explosion. So once again, with that right hand, give us about 10 to 12 reps. Same thing with my left hand, 10 to 12 reps. We're gonna take this corner turn now and do it full speed at the basket. So I wanna have my defender on my hip, and as I'm driving, I'll still have that corner turn. Right when I get here, that's when I have now just at least that 1 step separation. So as I'm trying to get to that spot or attack the rim, my defender now is sprinting, or he should be sprinting to catch up with me. I want you guys to do any secondary move between the legs, behind the back, anything you want, but we're gonna work on finishing on the opposite side, right. So what I want to happen as we go, we'll have our drive, we'll get our corner turn, we'll change 1 dribble, and then I want you to be able to finish on the opposite side, but footwork is gonna be important. What I just did, left foot, you're gonna jump closer to the rim. I wanna work on being able to jump a little further and quicker. So we're going right hand and right foot, finishing on the opposite side. Second part of our finishing, I still wanna have the same footwork and still focus on my quarter turn. So when I come out, I'll stop, quarter turn here. They're about to cut me off, I'll go between. Now it's one dribble. One, I'm picking the ball up on that right foot, and I'm still going left, but I'm going on the opposite side. I really wanna sell this here for my Euro. I go through, I go dribble, and I'm looking in this direction. Everything with my body language says right, and you can work on any pickups you want, low, chest to chest, or high, but I want left hand, left foot, and we're going just that underhand finish at the rim. Understanding this ball screen at the high level, whether you're playing Euro League, Euro Cup, Champions League, if you're trying to get to the NBA, you have to understand how to use the ball screen. So right now, Luka, we're staying with that corner turn, right? So I'm gonna fake it here, boom. Right when I fake it, that defender has to respect it. So if he respects it now, as I take that dribble to act like I'm about to use the screen and rotate my hips, I really want to focus on pushing off my right foot. So when I get into my corner turn, I'll go dribble, and as I'm rotating, everything looks like I'm gonna use that screen, and I'm either going to a through. That through is gonna happen if my defender's a lot closer with me. If that defender's more than 2 arms distance away, then I can activate right into my push cross. Really important with your push cross, you're pushing over that foot. That's gonna give this right foot or this right knee ability to run and now maximize that speed. Like we said earlier, Luka is not the fastest player, but he understands how to play really slow. So when he takes that burst, he's gonna seem a lot faster than he really is. So now I bring my defender down. As I bring my defender down, I'm setting him up. I'll have right to my push cross and I'll get right into it for my shot. Also take a look at that between the legs, what it looks like as I set my defender up as well. I'm putting him on my hip. I get into that. Now I go through and then I get right into it for my shot as well. So making sure you're understanding how to turn the corner off the screen, but also so defenders really respect that ball screen, you have to have the ability, the footwork to reject the screen as well. That quarter turn is what makes Luka really, really special. Being able to play with that pace and just having minimal movement, just moving a slight quarter can freeze that defender or it can shift that defender, and that's all you'll need to get that 1 or possibly 2-step explosion. But after you get that explosion, what are you gonna do? So right there, working on that exchange, right, 5 finishes, do the same thing opposite side, and then we had our Euro series, really selling it with my frame and ball and eyes, and having that Euro being able to finish. I want 5 finishes with our Euro series. So with this Luka shooting series right here, there's gonna be 0 dribbles involved. So we'll go elbow to elbow, back and forth, any type of footwork you want. We have 10 makes. Then we'll have short corner to wing, still mid-range. You'll have 10 makes. Make sure you're doing both sides. That's gonna put you at 30 different mid-range makes without dribbles. Then we'll go deep wing 3s, 10, then wing 10. Top of the key, 10, wing 10, and then opposite deep wing 10. So on the perimeter, we'll have a total of 50 make, catch and shoot 3-pointers with our Luka shooting series.